I have something for you. Oddleaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skogar. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? Oh, it's her dad, huh? I don't know. Oh, then that means... You're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddleaf has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogar throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge, leaving home, and... Why didn't you stop those men from killing each other in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. Wasn't my decision to make. I didn't want blood on my hands. It was the best of some bad options. But deciding what happens to other people. I'm glad I'm not you. I wouldn't know what to do. It's not exactly my calling either. Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogar is your burden now. Interesting. Okay, we definitely needed to rest. Let's get that going. Okay. I'm gonna take a risk. Alright, that's the best I can do. Let's talk to Oddleaf. How are you doing, Odd? That's the nickname, Odd, really? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? People look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes. It's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Let's see. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Our families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I would vouch for you. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. She looks sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've heard or the sweetest. It's the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. Oh, I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. +5 renown. Woot! Oh yeah, what's up, PG? Okay. Let me just double check. I think I have everyone leveled up here, but... Oh, wait. I haven't done Hogan yet. Hogan, 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 Hogan. I need you to go here. Hogan and Mogan. Okay. That works. I love how I love how he's just like running his fingers along the shield. He's like, okay. You're bleaching your hair white tomorrow. Oh my god, EG. All right. That's cool. Have fun. Take pictures. Okay. Check out that banner right there, huh? Badass. All right. So, let's keep going here. Let's at least get out of town. Heroes. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. I'm gonna wish them well, but I'm not gonna send them off with extra supplies. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder and the fighters depart. What's up, Pelican? Complaints of Raf's Navarre's excessive drinking have resurfaced. Oh my god, this guy. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Ransfar's leg before leading him to you. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. Ransfar groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before Rafsvarder manages to find another drink, whether you'll allow it or not. David, whoa! David, what's up, man? Long time, dude. How you been? Best kind of hair to cosplay. Dread, shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Rafsvarder, the unabashed drunk, staggering toward you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Rafsvarder. I'm going to ready myself against Dredge. There'll be time for that later, you tell the man. For now, we take no chances. A full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of Dredge. Their caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Rafsvarder bursts into laughter, and you're sure there never were any Dredge. Not long after, Rafsvarder goes missing. Nobody searches for him or seems to mind. That jackass. Gotta get to Frostveller.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostveller now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Wow, David. Well, it's good to see you again. Yeah, I know you've been through some health stuff for sure. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvelar for days. The gates are closed. You come to stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddly finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blotzbacher, Greyhorn, people from Bitra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostveller has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. I want to know more about what's going on in there. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and the gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it. Just push really hard. Oh, wow, David. Alright. Market, first of all. Just ring. Okay, I'm going to continue to go with the don't spend money on items. Alright, 2 weeks worth should be good. Alright, so we got the hero, we got that. You spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here, adds Alette. We could help them. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and wounded, and noise. Let's tend to the wounded. Alette and Oddleaf spend the day along with others in your caravan treating wounds, most of which came from the archers at the gates. I overheard from one woman that the city has been sending carts with food around, Oddleaf tells you. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we bring it back in. Oddleaf protests. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. No, we're not doing that. Leave the food cart alone. I don't want to get involved if others are going to suffer for it, you say. You return to what you were doing. Alright. Little long haul. After a long day of argument, you all finally agree to digging into the other refugees if you have to. Are you sure there's no other option? Asks Ivor. Sooner or later the dredge will come. Probably sooner. Make sure you haven't missed anything. My thoughts already, says Ivor. We need to get in the city somehow. Okay, so normal morale. You approach the gate where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the door is several pin-cushioned bodies lying claimed as though they simply belong there. Archers up on the walls make it clear nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason when they're not flinging stones and curses. Yeah, Kata was on earlier on, actually. David. Find out more from the crowd. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They're just hoarding them. Shout at the guards. We're from Skogar. Open the gates, you shout to the archers, not expecting much. You get as much response as you expected. Archers up on the walls make it clear nobody will be getting in, blah, blah, blah. Ivor, did you really expect to push these gates open? I'm willing to try, grunts Ivor, despite sizing up doors that look like they could hold back an army. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, then you kill them, he says. You're not sure this is the most sound plan. But there's no other way to get in there. Let's do it. Ivor slings his shield over his back. He steps up to the gates alone. Archers above watch, more curious than anything else. Ivor plants his feet and puts his shoulder against the massive door. Aside from a long wooden creak, nothing is happening. Then, unbelievably, the doors start trembling. The archers shout, more to those inside the walls than out. The creaking becomes louder than a crack. Let's do it! Then the doors part slightly. Help him, you shout to the rest of the caravan. When you look back again, you see that nearly everyone is thrown into push. The gate finally succumbs under your combined effort, and you find yourself face to face with dumbfounded guards. You bark at the mob to attack. Alright, see what we got. Human beings, human beings, human beings. Human and human beings. Yeah. Let's do it up. Okay. I want to get those archers down. What is this bloody flail? Let's see, 4 attacks at 1 strength or armor each. Last hit adds +1 damage to each adjacent. No, +1 for each adjacent ally. Wow, nice. Want to get to those bowmen. Alright. Let's do it. Wow. Yeah, well, I've got the Kickstarter that I'm doing right now for my second novel, Icarus, which is being turned into a graphic novel. That's that scroll thing that you see down below. So, that is what I am doing. Let's see. Can't quite reach him. Alrighty. This should be funny. Actually, that might not have been the best idea. Whoa. Archers, yeah, I was going for that. Oh, yeah? Oh, well, we'll see, gentlemen. It'll be interesting to see what happens, I think. Let's try it out. Okay, let's see here. Hogan and Mogan. Yeah, it is doing pretty well, David, for sure. We've gotten funded, but what we're trying to do now is really work on the stretch goals. So, yeah, the Twitch has been a big help, obviously, and just in general, the community has been doing pretty well. But I definitely, we're trying to push to get to that next stage. But so far, yeah, I'm very pleased. For sure. I want to get... Damn it with the bowman. Yeah, yeah, it's a let. It is a let. Should be interesting. Mark out. Oh, you not. Oh, really? Shoot. I need another willpower there. Darn it. I made a tactical error by having her, by doing the armor thing. That was stupid. I should have just killed him off. It was a mistake. I'm just going to see if anybody goes over there. Oh, this is going to be sweet. This is going to be OP. Oh, wait. No, because I'm going to hit. Make a waypoint. There we go. And this should be fun. Oh, I didn't do the willpower. Damn it. That was dumb. I didn't want to do this. Well, kind of happens, lady. Take care of that first. Yeah, it seems very, very movement. Like, if you're sort of compressed in an area, I could see it being an issue if you can create like a choke point that they have to run through. But otherwise, looks like it'd be pretty difficult. Yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen. Zam. In the story-based part of it, David. In the combat, if you lose a character, then you know, yeah, they're injured. But if you lose one during the story portion, I do think you sometimes lose them, is my impression. Willpower, let me mark this enemy, and I'm doing that because as I mark this enemy, cuts down an ammo, and then this guy's gonna get a chance to attack too. Didn't kill him off, unfortunately, which sucks. Ow! That's not right. Yeah, that ability is pretty awesome. Rook is pretty awesome just in general. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, can I do it? Yes, I can. This is going to be awesome. It's going to put me in danger, but it's going to be worth it. And a willpower. Now watch this. With maximum willpower... Oh, it hits my guy? I didn't think it hit him. I didn't think it hit Rook, but I guess I'm wrong. My bad. Rook is probably not going to make it through unscathed. Although... Give me a willpower, please. I've used it. Thread the needle I've used a couple times. It's been pretty badass. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. See? See, you set it. Now they set him up for her. Now we go here. We use the willpower. We thread the needle. And zap. Thread the needle has been awesome a couple times, I have to say. Ow! Flail, flail, flail. Do it. Down you go. Pillage time. Uh-oh, problem. Oh, god damn it. Shoot. That sucks. And... wham. Zap. Victory! They would regret even crossing your path. They weren't dead. Ivor is ready for promotion. Oddleaf is ready for promotion. Mogan is ready for promotion. And I got 8 renown. Very nice. Guards who aren't lying at your feet run. A crowd of men and women scurry into the city while they have the chance, but it's only moments before a man wearing all black approaches with many more axemen in his back. Uh-oh. What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here? Dead. All those women and children with you? Dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together, Skull. What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. Not severe ones, Cat, yeah. If I knew there were fighters in a Varl outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Ekil. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? Soon as they heard their dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. Now, these 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst of the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight. You've got a Varl who apparently has the strength of a god. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostveller. Hey, what's up, Shadow Snub? What's up, man? I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine, cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damned streets. Think carefully about what you want. No, we're fending for ourselves. You can feel Ekil sizing up in the spot, his hand hovering near his axe. He snorts through his nose, changing his mind. Good luck, then. Hope we don't meet again fighting for the same scraps. With the gates closed, Ekil and his men disappeared on dark alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. Chapter 3. Little did they sleep. This should bring us back to the giants. Yep. Meanwhile, in the western part of the land, one giant strode across the land. His name, Hakan. Hakan, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons. Extra supplies, too. You perk up, just now realizing Moger's been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakan? Let's see, I heard you. What were you saying? Sorry, just tired. Go on. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own memory. I believe so, Shadow, yeah. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eirik. Eirik? I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants dredge curling through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. You're sure that wound is healed, Ludin? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. You're right, Ludin. Return to Strand, go home. Ludin makes his own decisions. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering road's not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's sick of looking at this dump. There you go, Franzel. What do I tell the warriors, Haken? Tell them to be cautious, no more losses. Tell them we cover the mountainside and dredge bodies. You do that. Good. Give the word and we'll set off. Alright. Morale is excellent. See what we got here. Aha, more peoples, as I thought. Alright, let's see. He's a shield master, who we're definitely going to promote. Confirm. Yes, we're going to promote him also. And that's the badass. So the shield master has to be in front for sure. And Haken is a war master, so he probably would go second. He's a warden, he goes third, and he's in the back so he can kind of clean up. That's interesting, Thor, yeah. Oh, no problem, Avenger. Alright, 2 points available. Let's see, what do I want from him? He's a shield master, so what I probably want is for him to up that armor a little bit. And that health. He's the tank, so... Okay, for him... Go up to 1. Let's get the health up there. Okay, good. And good. And last thing is there... What's going on with market day here? No market, huh? Alright, let's see what Moger has to say. I'd ask how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady, old Moger, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Wagner. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Let's see. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Throw together this many Varl, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal, I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Wagner. Those are the ones to worry about. What about Luden's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. Luden's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too, Ursa. She's probably the best fighter Luden's got, to be honest. I've overheard some of the Varl call her the Witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Haken. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget, you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder... Oh, nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. What were you holding back about Wagner? I'd rather not say, Haken. Why not? It's the kind of thing that would get stuck in your head and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. Sounds important, tell me. How did Wagner die? He ran into dredge, wasn't expecting it. When he found him, he was lying face down, like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You think Luden? He probably didn't, but damn it. Should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. That's assuming, of course, that, like, Mogger didn't do it, and he's trying to, like, you know, change suspicion on the humans, which would fit. What's up, Mojo? Hey, Lake Plantain. I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Alright, let's talk to our boy. You knew him well, didn't you? Wagner? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Mogur's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner and aberrang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Luden's? Gods forbid. Heh, you relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. I heard you were a Terra in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we all can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me, just hunkers in Grofheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Crummer's close, I think, but the addled son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am, although... The Scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron for Gerunder now. Can't remember half what I've done. Hence the journal? Hence. Don't get fancy on my behalf, Haken. Okay, I won't. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Ha! Get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've hoofed more hills than a horseborn with a grudge. Don't worry about me. Okay. So we've got all of that. Wonderful. Oh. I should have had that on there to begin with. Sorry. Okay. You'll be able to resume for your last save when you return. Alright, folks. Very, very cool. I'm very impressed with this game thus far. Yeah, I'm really digging it. So, but what we have now, actually, is it is about that time. As I promised, we do have... What is this, Steam? What is Steam showing me? Steam's like, hey... Duke Nukem 3D and Game Dev Tycoon. Yeah, no thanks, Steam. But we have something today. So we did not actually hit the 10-4 number, which I was hoping for. So that means we're just going to have the one giveaway. And that means it's time for this. There we go. Sorry, gentlemen. I gotta get to bed, man. Gotta get me some sleep. But before I do, it's a little bit time for some giveaways. Now, I'm still waiting for Noxious to fix Dashbot, which is not fixed yet. So until it's fixed, unfortunately, we're going to be doing it the old-fashioned way, which is not my ideal. Hiji, I'm sorry, I can't do that unless you're going to be here, because we need to select, you need to choose a game, so you're going to have to be around. I can't, I'm sorry, I can't do that, no. I'm definitely happy to, oh, I got more cards, wonderful. You know, if you want to stick around just long enough for me to do the giveaway, that's cool. But no, I can't hold on to something for you, I'm afraid, because, I need to be able to determine what it is that you want. So, sorry, man. Okay, so with all that said, here are your choices tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me actually get your let me get the randomizer up. As I say, I have a better system. Well, I know you have it open, but you need to be able to tell me if you win. You need to tell me what choice you're going to make of what game. So just having it open isn't going to help. Unfortunately. Okay. So let's see. What have we got? I can get rid of myself pretty safely. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Lurk mode deactivates. Oh, I see how it is, Thorg. I see how it is. Alright. So, let me just capture that window, actually. Okay, hang on a second. I'm just selecting this. Give me 1 second. Alright. And there's that. And let's slide that down like that and move that like that. And huzzah. Wonderful. Cool. Alright, good. Alright, good night, Hiji. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Have fun with the hair bleaching. Okay, everyone. The way this is going to work is, please do not enter this I shouldn't say that. You can enter this contest. If you win this and you don't want any of the 3 games that I'm about to tell you, you'll get a choice of 3 games. If you don't want any of those 3 games, that's fine. Then just pass it on to the next person. I'm going to start with a number... randomly, I'm going to start with the number... Let's see. I will start with the number 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomize this list. If you are number 30, you can choose one of the 3 games I'm about to tell you. And if you're not number 30, and if you're 30 and you don't want one of those games, you can pass it on, and I will move up. So I'll go from 30 to 31 to 32 to 33 in that way. If, you're able to, if you're not interested in getting it. So you can pass if you like. I would, however, like to suggest that you follow me. I'm going to be implementing that as a rule. If you do win a game, I do expect you to follow me, please. So, okay. So the 3 choices that we have for tonight are as follows. You have a choice between these 3 games. If you win, you can win either Don't Starve, or Torchlight 1, or Nidhogg. So your 3 choices again are Don't Starve, Torchlight 1, or Nidhogg. So those are your choices. And actually, by the way, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to throw in a 4th option, and the only reason I'm doing this is I finally got a hold of Valve. Valve finally got back to me, and they refunded my Fallout 3 game that Glog had gifted me, which was accidentally in German. They gifted it back to my account. So if you win this and you are German or can understand German, I can also give you, instead of those 3, Fallout 3, the German edition. So your choices basically are Don't Starve, Torchlight 1, Nidhogg, or Fallout 3, the German edition. Okay? So those are the 3/maybe 4, I guess, options that you have. Thank you, gentlemen. Don't Starve, Torchlight, Nidhogg, and again, the Fallout 3 German edition if you wish. Okay? And it's going to be number 30 on this list. Are you ready, chat? Are you ready for some number 30 number hype? Okay, so here we go. Having heard all that, here we go. So, number 30. The winner of the 3 choices of Don't Starve, Torchlight 1, Nidhogg, or, theoretically, the Fallout 3 German edition is... Zachfan 12. Zachfan 12. Are you here, Zach? Are you here and are you interested, Zach? Zachfan, are you here, sir? Are you here and are you interested? Are you here, Zach? I do need to hear from you. Slide tie. Grats! Zach, are you here, Zach? Or are you lurking in the background? Which is quite possible. Zach, are you here? Zach, are you here? If not, then I'm going to be moving up. So I'm going to go moving up, meaning like, I should say moving down the list, really. I'm going to be moving 31, 32, 33 like that. So if Zach does not respond, then I'm going to be moving on to 31 and it'll be Wasabi. So... I'm going to give him a countdown of 10 here. 10. Zach going 9. Zach going 8. Zach going 7. Zach going 6. Zach going 5. Zach going 4. Zach going 3. Zach going 2. Zach going 1. Alright, Zach is out of luck in this one. Wasabi, it passes to you. Do you want one of these games, sir? First, you have to check in with Wasabi and you have to tell me which one of those 3 you would like. Oh, you don't have Steam. Okay, gotcha, Wasabi. All right. So then I'm going to pass it down. That means it goes down to Gentilin. Yeah, some people don't have Steam. There's a few. Gentilin, are you interested, Gentilin, in this game? Are you interested, Gentilin? Nope, I don't reshuffle. That's not the way it works. We pass down is the way it works. Nope. It's not how we do it here. When we're doing a random thing like this, we pass it down the list, which is what we've done in the past. It works really well. So, Gentilin, are you in, Gentilin? I heard what he said, Naivete, but it's my channel. I'll do it the way I want. Thanks. Gentilin. Oh, you got a netbook. Oh, sorry, man. That's rough. I've had a netbook before. Those do not game particularly well. Gentilin, are you here, Gentilin? This is the problem with the system, is that it picks up all the viewers, but it doesn't pick up the difference between lurkers or viewers. Like, you know, between lurkers. And I have, again, I like lurkers, but, you know, especially when it gets later and a lot of them have fallen asleep or whatever, you know, it becomes an issue, whereas otherwise you can put in a keyword. So, good night time. Gentilin, anything from you, Gentilin? If I do not hear from Gentilin, I'm going to have to pass it on. Well, no, it's just that everyone, I think, is either asleep or lurking. So I'm going to pass it on to Renler 2 if I do not hear from Gentilin. Going to pass it on. And all right. So Gentilin is not signing back. So that moves us on to Renler. Is Renler here? Is Renler 2 here? No, that's not... I thought I saw Love talking before. Yeah, I know. No, we got a lot of people who are active here, but... Renler 2, are you here, Renler 2? Calling for Renler 2. Calling Renler 2. Renler 2, check. Renler 2, check. Check 1, check 2. Sibilance. Renler 2, anything from you, sir? If I do not hear from Renler 2, then I'm going to relegate down to Kiwako. Kiwako, what say you? Renler 2, nothing. All right, so Kiwako. Do I have Kiwako here? This, by the way, has happened before. We've had a case where we had 15 people passed, and eventually we got to someone, and we've had other ones where people, the first person I picked got it, so it's just totally random. Haha, David. So, Kiwako. Anyone from Kiwako? Checking in with Kiwako. Kiwako, are you interested, Kiwako? Hey, you're doing a good job, gentlemen. Checking in on Kiwako. Checking in Kiwako. 3, number 2, number 1, Kiwako. All right, Kiwako. I'm afraid you're out of luck. That leads us to Guilt. Giltonum, are you here, Guilt? Are you here, Guilt? What say you, Guilt? What's the deal, Guilt? Are you here, Guilt, or are you asleep? It's possible, Kais. I've seen it go pretty far. Again, this is the problem with the system. This is why Noxus's Dashbot is so much better, but Nox hasn't been able to fix it yet. And I don't want to bother him because he's got a life and all. So since he's doing that for the low, low price of free. Ah, Guilt is here. Guiltonum is here. Guilt, do you want one of those 3 games? Guilt, you have a choice. Don't starve. Or you could get Torchlight 1. Or you could get Nidhogg. Or you could get the German edition of Fallout 3. What's it going to be, Guilt? I'll take Nidhogg. There you go. See? Guys, just had to have faith. All right. That's cool. I've actually seen a little bit of it played, and it looks like it's interesting, Nidhogg, so... All right. Give me a second here. There's Guilt. Hold on. Okay. And there's that. And... all right. And Nidhogg is on its way to you, Guilt. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Great success. And thanks to those people who decided to pass. And if you weren't here, that's fine. You know, again, they were still helping out by being in the stream and lurking, especially when it gets late at night. I totally understand that, so that's fine. Now I want to play Plinko. I know, right? Or my favorite was the mountain climber. The guy who, like, climbed, like, the sort of electronic guy that climbed up the mountain was awesome. So that was good times. All right, folks. So a couple things before we get underway. First of all, don't leave just yet because we are going to raid somebody. Just a couple of reminders about things coming up. First of all, the next time you will hear from me is going to be on Thursday when I will have my stream. If all goes well, I haven't gotten final confirmation yet, but supposedly the guys from Stoic Studios are going to be coming over to the stream. Let me check my email and see if anyone's contacted me. No one has contacted me from them as of yet, but we had checked it last week, so I just contacted them this afternoon, so hopefully I'll be hearing back from them tomorrow. So there is a good chance, it's not an absolute guarantee, but there's a good chance that we will have, I know, I never saw the Mountain Climber one either, but there's a good chance that we will have the devs for Banner Saga on the stream on Thursday. If not, I'll still be playing this awesome game because I'm having a lot of fun with it, but if we do have them, then that's going to be happening. Yeah. If we do have them, then we're going to have a chance to interview them on Skype. So make sure that you think about your questions. I assume you have some after watching this game, so you can actually bring some of those up. The second thing is Series still in chat? Is Series Runner still here? I want to page Series Runner for a minute. Whilst I'm looking up who we're going to raid. Is Series Runner still in chat? I know he's not asleep yet. That does not happen. Series, are you here? Okay. Thanks, David. Good to see you again, man. I hope you continue to feel better. It's good to have you back. I hope you continue to feel better. Okay. Well, the announcement that I have, which I think Siri's oh, yeah, you're still here. Siri, did you make the announcement? I'm not going to bother to wait for the chat delay. Yeah, congratulations, Gil. Okay, so the announcement, guys, is as you guys know, Series Runner is playing Thief, which I hope he's enjoying. I fell asleep last night, by the way, Series. I'm sorry, but I hope you were enjoying the game. So, Series Runner, if you haven't already, you should give him a follow. By the way, Series is awesome. He's also a good friend, and he's been playing Thief. Well, the announcement that he and I have is that after I conclude Banner Saga, we are both of us gearing up for the new Thief, which is going to be coming out at the end of February. And in preparation for that, Series and I are going to attempt to play, because there is a mod that allows us to do this apparently. We are going to try to play Thief 2 co-op. So Series and I are going to, after Series finishes Thief and I finish the Banner Saga, both of those should finish around the same time, we suspect. Series and I are going to co-op Thief 2, so you will have a chance to watch a dual stream. You can watch both of us stream from both of our perspectives, kind of see what it's like to have two thieves going through this, and it's going to be a blast. Series and I both love stealth games, and I think we're going to have a great time with it. So that is coming up. It's coming down the pike. So that is the big announcement. We are going to be dual streaming Thief 2, co-oping it together. And then after that, we'll see. I don't think Thief Deadly Shadows has a co-op mod, unfortunately. But we'll probably both want to play that if we can, in preparation again for Thief coming up at the end of February. So that is the announcement regarding that particular stream. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It should be a good time. So that's the deal with that. So Banner Saga coming on Thursday, hopefully with the devs. Then hopefully soon after that, Thief 2 co-op. The other thing is that BG2, Baldur's Gate 2 will be happening again. We haven't yet figured out schedules. We're wrapping that up now, but we will be able to figure eventually. We'll be able to get the schedule and find out about it. So let us know about that. Yeah, we should totally co-op something someday. I agree, Gilt. That should happen sometime. So anyway, yes, so we should definitely do that, Gil. But so Series and I are going to be doing that, and again, Baldur's Gate 2 is going to be making a return. It's just a matter of figuring out all the schedules and all that kind of good stuff. So that's going to be happening as well. And so other than that, single player stream wise, we're looking at Banner Saga, then on to Thief 2 co-op, and then after that, we'll kind of see. I have a couple of other games that are possibilities on the docket, and then of course Thief, which is coming up at the end of February, and also the new Shadowrun DLC is going to be out too. So there's different things that are going to be out as far as that's concerned as well. So anyway, that's the deal with that. So we are going to be rating someone, but the person that we're going to be rating, I am going to let you guys know who it is in a minute. But before we raid, a couple things. That's the way that we do a raid. So when you raid, we're going to do it this way, which is really, really cool. Hey, what's up, Demiser? Oh, understood, Kais. No problem, man. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Yes, I have it highlighted, David, so that I can tell people do things. Sorry, Demiser, I just got in here. So that's the way it's going to work. It's basically just what Duty said, except that it's Volcani and then A without a space. So that's the deal with that. But so we're going to go do that raid, and I'll tell you who we're going to raid in just a minute. But first, I want to say my goodbyes. Thank you for tonight to Rookie. Even though Rookie I didn't see at all. I think Rookie came in and then just like lurked like a boss the rest of the time, but that's cool. Good to see Rookie. Good to see Burner in here. Thanks for the good modding, as always, man. Demiser shows up to second, but good to see you in here anyway. Pleasure to have Series Run in here as well. Series, our newest mod. Series is a good dude and definitely somebody that you should follow. And as I said, Thief 2 co-op hype down the line. Always pleasure to have Avenger here. Keep fighting the good fight with the teaching, Avenger. Good to see you here. Always pleasure to have Cujo89 in here. Been a little while since I've seen you, Cujo, but welcome back. Cyphus, pleasure to have you. Been a little while since I've seen you also, but good to have you. And it's been a very long while since I've seen David, and it's good to see you, David. I hope you're feeling better, as I say, and will continue to feel better coming forward. Duty, always a pleasure pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for continuing to push the Kickstarter. Always a pleasure to see Eric here, of course. Eric, thanks a lot, man, for the help with Rippin' the Goon earlier on. Always a pleasure to see Fisklax here. I hope all is well with you, Fisk. Good to see you, man. Same with Franzel. Always a pleasure to have Franzel, one of my regulars in here. Also a pleasure to have Get That Memo. Usually Get That Memo and Glob Monkey are fighting it out for like who can give the most gifts, but that didn't happen tonight, and I'm sure it's because Giltonum was separating them. So good to see Get That Memo. Giltonum, congratulations on the win, man. Always a pleasure to have Glob Monkey in here, who's given quite a bit to the stream as well. Thanks, man. Hope everything is okay with, don't worry about that chemistry grade, man. You'll get that back up. Always a pleasure to see Grand Blade here, even though I didn't say him say anything today. He was lurking. That's fine. Gray, thanks for the retweets, man. Appreciate it as always. Definitely make sure that you check out Gray on Twitter, because Gray does a lot of stuff with Twitter, which I always appreciate. Gentlin, it was good to have you in here. Hopefully you like what you saw and heard and will follow, even though you didn't win the stream. Jachi, I want to say you have followed me, Jachi, but if so, I haven't seen you in a long time. So welcome in or welcome back, whatever applies to you. Always a pleasure to have Kiwako. That is to say, Kais2 here, who's a regular. Always good to see you, man. Thanks, Kais, for stopping by again. Kiwako, I don't recognize, actually, so I think you may be new here. I hope you liked what you saw and heard and will follow. Always a pleasure to have Porquitos here as well. Good to see you, man, as always. Legend, I don't recognize you, Legend, from before, so I think you're new as well. Hopefully you'll like what you will see and hear and will follow. And so that will be good. Money123451, always a pleasure to have Money in here. Thanks for being here, as always, man. Mano, always a pleasure. Thank you for the work on the page as well. I really appreciate it, man. Renler, sorry, man, that you didn't win the game, that you were away, but that's okay. Thanks for being part of the stream nonetheless. Same with Rez. Thank you always for being a part of the stream and for contributing. Same goes to Roix. Pleasure to have you in here as always, sir. Good to see you, man. Thanks, Roix, one of my regulars. Same with Rio Kinkin, another one of my regulars. Always a pleasure, man. Thanks very much. Certifi, always a pleasure to have you in here as well. Hope all's well with you, dude. Talk to you soon. Gentlemen, thank you for all of the relegating of congratulations to people. I appreciate that very much, man. Thanks. Also, thanks for a couple of the assists early on with Banner Saga. Always a pleasure to have Law in here, and definitely Law is somebody that you should follow if you guys have not already. One of these days, he's going to stop streaming League. Law's a good guy, and you should definitely follow him. He's been a help, definitely a big help with the Icarus Kickstarter as well. Thor, always a pleasure to have you here, sir. Good to have you here again, and thank you for being a part of the stream. Thorg, always a pleasure. Thorg is always here. When I start, Thorg comes here usually very early, and he's there for most of the night, if not all the night, so I always appreciate that. Good to have you here, man. Tokor, another one of my longtime regulars. Good to have you in the stream as always. Hope all is well. Same with Viz. Good to see you, Viz, as well. Hope all is well on your side. Waffles, it's good to have you back, man. You've been gone for a while, but I'm glad you're back, and hopefully you'll be able to, don't be a stranger. Make sure you stop back when you can. Same with Wasabi. Always a pleasure to have Wasabi here as well. Wasabi has some fun. Wasabi's a big one for the Dan's Game emotes. Not just Dan's Game, but just Dan's Gaming in general. So Wasabi always deploys, though, at appropriate times. So good to have you here, man. Always good to have Zach Fan here as well. Sorry you didn't win, man, but I appreciate the lurking nonetheless. Good to have you here. And last but certainly not least, Samaria, who's working on an RPG that will star some of us. Always a pleasure to have you here as well, man. Thank you very much. Everybody, please, again, one reminder, please, 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 keep backing this Kickstarter. We're doing great, but we need to do even better, and the bigger it gets, the more we fund, the bigger and better it gets for everybody. So please make sure you go to this Icarus Kickstarter, make sure you tweet it, make sure you talk about it, Facebook it, and obviously, if you can, back it, because I would really appreciate that very much. Now, with all of that said, it is wonderful to have had all of you here. Best viewers on Twitch, as I've already said. I'm going to see you folks in 2 days. In the meantime, we're going to go here. Don't forget that R of Raid Volcania, and we are heading to someone who right now is playing Paper Sorcerer, a game that I streamed not long ago, and that is this. Let's get him the transcoder, guys. Let's head over to Porquito's stream. Good guy. He's hanging out in my stream right now as well. Let us head over to Porquito's, and let's get him some transcoder hype. All right. Thank you guys to everybody. I really appreciate it. Check out the Kickstarter. Check out my channel. Follow. Love you all, and I will catch you all in 2 days. Have a good night. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.